Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. Prince William's smart move against Camilla's shocked ambition shakes the royal family. The contemporary British monarchy has consistently served as a platform for personal conflict and political maneuvering, shown by the latest disclosures about Queen Camilla's concealed aspirations and the tactical actions orchestrated by Prince William. In the current narrative, we examine the tale of a lady who successfully transformed her identity inside the royal sphere and the resolute actions undertaken by the heir to preserve tradition and safeguard the Windsor inheritance. This video examines historical milestones and highlights the individuals and choices that have influenced one of the world's most renowned organizations. A disconcerting commencement, the ascendancy of a contentious individual. Initially revered as a mysterious inventor in the royal domain, Camilla's ascent to fame was far from uncomplicated. For years, she adeptly preserved a public persona that masked her genuine motives, ultimately becoming embroiled in issues that have subsequently unsettled public perception. The account, as many remember, depicts her not as the altruistic persona she sought to present, but as a skilled political strategist whose efforts inadvertently contributed to the terrible death of Britain's beloved Princess of Wales. As the facts emerged, it became apparent that Prince William, burdened by his family's heritage and a profound need to honor his deceased mother, Princess Diana, had undertaken significant measures to counter her influence. The evolving situation prompted several inquiries, which meticulously devised plan revealed Camilla's aspirations and what was the essence of Prince William's shocking announcement that disrupted the established hierarchy. Accompany us as we elucidate these enigmas, investigate the turbulent history, and analyze how contemporary choices are shaping the future of the British monarchy. The narrative of Queen Camilla and Prince William's interventions illustrates a broader identity dilemma within the British royal family, a conflict between contemporary demands and a legacy entrenched in centuries of custom and procedure. The recent crises serve as a warning to many, highlighting the potential risks of allowing personal ambition to dictate the direction of an institution that has historically stood for national unity and continuity. Recently, increasing popular endorsement of Prince William's agenda has prompted demands for more drastic measures. A growing number of advocates are calling for the monarchy to eliminate any remnants of nepotism and personal preference, emphasizing merit, responsibility, and accountability. Amidst this transformative context, Prince William's actions both overtly and discreetly are considered essential for ensuring the royal family's continued status as a stable and respected institution within British culture. However, the path forward is laden with obstacles. We cannot simply heal the wounds of previous betrayals and the enduring resentment stemming from historical injustices. As the monarchy enters a new period, the question remains: can the institution adeptly maneuver through these tumultuous times without undermining the principles that have characterized it for generations? Many contend that the solution is in the leader's capacity to adapt, change, and respect history. Camilla's intricate transformation, from outsider to queen consort. For several years, Camilla Parker Bowles has been a contentious figure, with her early life and subsequent love relationships inciting intense discussions among royal observers. Camilla Rosemary Shand, born on July 17, 1947, at King's College Hospital in London, was raised in a family entrenched in military history and social status. Although her family was not part of the nobility, their elevated social status and wealth afforded her a refined and disciplined upbringing. Her youth was characterized by a profound appreciation for literature and an ardent enthusiasm for equines, reflecting her early engagement with nature and the principles imparted by her parents, Major Bruce Shand and Rosalind Cubitt. The siblings, nurtured without the continual presence of governesses, forged a resilient relationship that would endure the many adversities of life. Camilla's schooling at esteemed schools like Dumbrell's School and Queen's Gate School refined her intelligence and social skills, while her subsequent studies in French literature at the British Institute in Paris expanded her cultural perspectives. Camilla's entry into the aristocratic realm was slow. She initially met Prince Charles at a polo game in the late 1960s. Their first encounter forged a friendship that would last through the many challenges of their complex lives. Prior to her connection with Charles, Camilla had a tumultuous personal life characterized by a fluctuating romance with Andrew Parker Bowles, which lasted for years and finally resulted in marriage in 1973. Their wedding at Guards Chapel, Wellington Barracks, was a prestigious societal occasion attended by several prominent visitors, including royal family members, and represented a crucial advancement in solidifying her social standing. Despite her acclimatization to married life and the birth of two children, Tom and Laura, Camilla's fate remained inextricably intertwined with that of the royal family. Her prior relationship with Charles, concealed for decades, resurfaced as an indisputable truth when the marriage between Charles and Princess Diana started to disintegrate. The impending divorce and the terrible death of Princess Diana significantly altered popular attitude, portraying Camilla in an increasingly unfavorable manner. Behind the scenes, tactics, strategies, and public relations campaigns. Comprehending Camilla's recent activities necessitates an analysis of the strategic efforts she has undertaken to restore her public image. Amidst persistent criticism and the enduring stigma of scandal, she allocated substantial resources to public relations initiatives designed to rebrand herself as a societal benefactor. Camilla sought to regain public favor with substantial charitable activity and humanitarian projects. By collaborating with over 100 charities and community groups, she aimed to demonstrate her dedication to public service while also distancing herself from the unfavorable connotations of her past. Nonetheless, these initiatives were accompanied by criticism. Critics contend that her calculated public appearances were integral to a larger strategy aimed at integrating her lineage into the royal dynasty. The problem was exacerbated by her efforts to get places for her relatives inside royal circles, a maneuver seen by many as an excessive use of royal prerogative. The involvement of her sister Annabel Elliot and her son Tom Parker Bowles in several ceremonial capacities has elicited significant inquiries about the integrity of royal appointments and the need to preserve a distinct separation between blood relatives and in-laws. Discontent intensified as several members of the royal establishment saw these activities as an attempt to obscure the distinctions of true royal bloodline. Prince William has notably expressed his dissent. He saw these actions not just as personal grievances, but as essential risks to the institution's integrity and survival. The notion that Camilla may eventually want to confer hereditary titles or establish enduring roles for her non-royal relatives has elicited a firm reaction from the younger prince. A resolute, new position, Prince William's defensive strategies. Recently, the royal family had significant health issues, and the weight of the crown intensified. This propelled Prince William into a position of both implicit leadership and the safeguarding of royal traditions. Understanding that the monarchy's stability may be jeopardized by any further erosion of its fundamental principles, Charles initiated regulations aimed at mitigating what he saw as Camilla's exploitative interventions in royal matters. The most significant measure undertaken was the expulsion of all non-blood relatives from formal positions within the family's activities and finances. In a symbolic but definitive action, Prince William dismissed important members of Camilla's personal circle, including her sister Annabel Elliot, a decision that reverberated across the royal establishment. This action was not just about dismissals. It was a declaration of purpose to preserve the traditions that have characterized the British monarchy for centuries. Moreover, Prince William's approach included public events rich in history and culture. The Sandringham Christmas Stroll, an annual tradition esteemed by both the royal family and the British populace, transformed into the arena for this ideological conflict. Camilla's contentious proposal to present her son Tom Parker Bowles at the event, a decision seen by many as an effort to validate his status within the royal hierarchy, encountered vehement resistance. William's government contended that these measures would irreversibly obscure the distinctions between the established lineage and step relations, establishing a perilous precedent for future generations. Prince William has unequivocally asserted, in both public and private declarations, that maintaining the integrity of the royal hierarchy is of utmost importance. Decisive steps are considered a deliberate reaction not just to Camilla's apparent goals, but also as a protection against any degradation of the fundamental ideals that characterize the institution. As an increasing number of voters express their endorsement for a future governed by a monarch who upholds traditional values, the impetus for his ideas continues to grow. The influence of royal choices on subsequent generations is significant. The ongoing turmoil inside the royal household transcends personal grievances or familial disputes and has significant ramifications for the future of the British monarchy. As Prince William takes decisive measures to reaffirm the conventional limits of royal power, there is increasing apprehension that any divergence from these norms may jeopardize the whole institution. Recent public opinion has strongly favored preserving a sharp separation between those born into the royal lineage and those who join the family by marriage or affiliation. Many loyal subjects and observers of the monarchy say that strict adherence to historical precedent is necessary for royal succession to be legal and for the institution to be seen as trustworthy. Some disapprove of Camilla's efforts to elevate her family's status, whether through the bestowal of contentious titles or the inclusion of those without royal lineage in significant rituals. Such opposition suggests that people really want the monarchy to revert to the stringent regulations that have characterized it for decades. In this perspective, Prince William's policies serve not just as remedial actions, but as a proactive endeavor to ensure the enduring stability of the throne. The plans that defined a contentious period. Recent disclosures have highlighted a sequence of strategic actions executed by Camilla in her pursuit of a permanent legacy. There are several allegations that, after King Charles's sickness and the devolution of many royal responsibilities to his son, Camilla capitalized on the situation to further her authority. One of the most controversial suggestions was her intention to include her son, Tom Parker Bowles, in the esteemed Sandringham Christmas Walk, a centuries-old custom designated for those of unequivocal royal heritage. The proposal to modify a revered custom to accommodate a step relative provoked intense discussions among senior royals, especially including Prince William and Princess Anne. They contended that this action compromised the established norms and created a dangerous precedent for future generations. Permitting personal ambition to alter historical bounds would endanger the fundamental character of the monarchy. In this context, Prince William's steadfast position symbolizes a wider effort to maintain the integrity of royal traditions. Some insiders think that these actions may be hiding a bigger plan that involves placing non-royal relatives on purpose so that they can gain power and money. In private discussions, rumors have surfaced indicating that Camilla aimed to facilitate her granddaughter's integration into the royal family by symbolically associating her with Prince George. They assert that the gesture was a component of a long-term attempt to more thoroughly incorporate her bloodline within the institution. For Prince William, these techniques are not only a violation of royal decorum, they constitute a fundamental challenge to the heritage his late mother held dear. Responses and the path forward. These scandals have influenced not just the discreet royal corridors, but also the public domain, subjecting every declaration and action to meticulous scrutiny. Throughout Britain and beyond, perspectives remain profoundly polarized. People have different opinions about Prince William's actions. Some see them as necessary to fix a system that has strayed from its noble roots, while others see them as the result of private family disputes and personal grievances that should stay private. Prince William's recent actions dismissing prominent individuals linked to Camilla's close circle from significant roles have garnered both commendation and reproach. Proponents of traditional monarchies contend that his actions reinforce the need to preserve unequivocal and irrefutable lines of royal succession and dignity. Critics caution that such conflicts may further estrange a segment of the public that has been used to a more contemporary, inclusive understanding of royal life. Royal analysts have observed in interviews that the issues confronting the monarchy today pertain not just to particular personalities, but also to the institution's capacity to change while preserving its fundamental essence. As discussions persist and the British media examines every statement and action, one fact is evident: the monarchy's existence will hinge on its ability to reconcile contemporary demands with established traditions. A novel phase in a renowned heritage. The situation between Queen Camilla and Prince William exemplifies not just personal disputes and changing loyalties, but also reflects the overarching difficulties of a centuries-old institution in a swiftly transforming globe. The monarchy faces the challenge of modernization while maintaining its legacy, and the activities of prominent individuals like Prince William and Queen Camilla will be closely examined for years ahead. Prince William's resolute measures to curtail Camilla's perceived encroachment unequivocally indicate that the monarchy's future will be steered by tradition, discipline, and a profound sense of responsibility. His resolve to maintain the royal family's inner circle, exclusively defined by lineage and established norms, is not only about preserving his legacy, it is about defending an institution that has epitomized continuity, resilience, and national pride for generations. The destiny of the British monarchy is a complex narrative that imparts valuable insights on leadership, legacy, and the intricate equilibrium between change and continuity. The historical crises, whether due to personal shortcomings or deliberate political maneuvers, underscore the fragility and resilience of the institution of monarchy. In this setting, every action taken by the current leaders has significant ramifications, not just for the immediate family members, but also for the country they represent. The latest episode in this continuous tale is still unfolding, and as events progress, one certainty persists: the legacy of the British monarchy, with its complexity, achievements, and defeats, will continue to captivate the public's imagination for years. Thank you for seeing the video. Kindly share your opinions, and farewell for now.